Hi friends, Mindy here. I have a flip through for you today of my finished altered book for the One Another kit from Bythewell4God. This was my November 2021 project, and I created this altered book to work in for this month, and I have a flip through already of days 1 through 15. For November this month, it was a 30-day devotional, so I will link that video down below. I just wanted to show what my cover ended up looking like. So I used the kit sticker on the front, and I used some Tim Holtz book corners here just to kind of give it an aged appearance. And then I used a little bit of the pattern paper that coordinated just to cover up the title of the book, but everything else about the cover I just kept intact. It's a little bit painty and worn, but that's okay. That's kind of how I wanted it. You know, it's an altered book. So I'm just going to flip to day 16 here. Again, the other video will show days 1 through 15. This day was talking about our calling. I used one of the digital elements here. These were like journaling spots. They were so cute. And just a journaling card here with some notes on the back. I use a lot of these. Created a lot of different little tuck spots for them. And then when I created this altered book, this particular page had a pocket just kind of built into it. I have a series on how I actually created this altered book. If you would like to go watch that series, I will link those down below. I used this flashcard here, and it's just kind of tucked into the pocket. The name of this day was Bare Burdens. This is day 17. So I wanted to use this as my title for the day, but I also wanted to include the scripture. So I just glued on a little bit of craft cardstock here, and I wrote out the scripture, and it just tucks into one part of this pocket, and it just stays there. And then in this pocket, I have another tag that's got some of the scriptures and another journaling card with more scripture. I said this a bunch of times, but whenever I'm not working in my devotional or in my actual Bible, I like to include the scriptures from the kit and write them out. And also other scriptures that come to me when I'm doing my study, I like to include those as well. Day 18 is meat. This actually came from an ephemera pack that was released, I want to say a couple months ago. I don't think there's any more of these in stock, but it just coordinated really well because of the sunflowers. So I used that. I used this journaling card here. This was actually another one of the digital elements. I used that to create a pocket, and I tucked in here a tag that's got the definition of to provoke, because this scripture is talking about provoking each other to good works. And then I have some music paper just kind of tucked in the background just for some layers, and I just stapled on some of that fabric. This page also had a pocket built into it. So here I just glued on a couple elements, the flashcard, and this is actually the ephemera from the kit. And then I have the scripture and some notes here. And I just have that tucked in that pocket. This is day 19. For day 20, I created a pocket here, and I just have some things layered behind. I think I have a YouTube video actually on process video for this day. And then I have a couple journaling cards here with some scriptures here, and then some more notes and some more scripture. And then I just used some of these wooden ephemera pieces that I just had in my stash forever. And then day 21, I used one of the digital elements. Again, this was a digital journaling card. And then I just tucked another journaling card back behind that. So I have a scripture here, and I have some here, and another there. And then again, I'm just using the flashcards for my titles for these pages. Day 22 is talking about a higher way. I forget what the card actually said. It had different words on it, but I went ahead and just flipped it to the back side, and then I used the alpha stickers that coordinate with the kit to do this. And then this was actually digital paper, and I used one of the little stamps that had a leaf pattern, and I just stamped it in the background just to kind of create more interest on that background paper. And this scripture was already on this journaling card, so I just left that and created a pocket, and then I have another space for some more notes. Day 23 is don't provoke. And so I just have I have a scripture here, and then this, I just used the back side of one of these journaling cards to write out that scripture in Galatians. Day 24, I used an ephemera piece to create a little pocket. And this one, the scripture was kind of long. And so what I did is I actually just glued 2 of the journaling cards back to back. So I would just have the dot grid part of it. And then I just wrote out that scripture and used the fabric from the fabric clips in a couple different places to tie everything together. Day 25, this pocket again already existed from when the journal was created. I just put the flashcard here, some ephemera pieces, and then I have the notes and scriptures from this day. This is day 25. Day 26 is talking about confession. So this again is a digital journaling card. And then I wanted to just include some other notes here. These are just some thoughts of my own that I just wrote out on this journaling card and tucked in there. Day 27, again, I used one of the digital journaling spots here, and I included both of my scriptures there. And then I found this little scrap of pattern paper, and I just thought it went really well, so I just layered that on there just for some extra interest to kind of just break up some of that busy background. Day 28, I created a little pocket down here, and it's holding this tag. This tag I used the DIY plaid stamp set, and I just created my own little plaid here using some Distress Oxide inks. And then these are actually glued down, but I just liked the look of this little paper clip on there. And then I have all the scriptures from this day written out on the back side, and the sticker is from the devotional set. Day 29, I have the title here, and then I have the journaling card here, and I created a tip-in with this. This was kind of a long passage of scripture, so I just glued this one down and just kept writing so that I would have it all, and then I just basically made this a tip-in so that it opens up, and then I'm using another little paper clip just to kind of keep that closed. These are, I believe those are Tim Holtz paper clips. And then that brings me to day 30, which is called Build Up. And then I created another pocket, and then in this pocket is my journaling card. Oh, it's kind of slid down in there, sorry. My journaling card with the scripture. And then I have another one of those wood veneer pieces right here. I left this part blank. It's the same page as I started here. This was the introduction. So I just went ahead and kind of did that at the beginning and the end. I thought maybe I was going to do some notes or something here at the end, and I decided not to do that. And then I had an extra page that was in here from when I created the book. And so instead of cutting that out, because that would have messed up this end paper here, I just glued those together. And so this is just a kind of a thick end paper. And then I'm actually just going to leave this just like it is, because this is original to the book. So that is a flip through. You can see my book did alligator out a little bit. I think it's going to be okay. It's got enough room in there. You could always tie something around it, you know, which I may do, but for now I'm okay with it. It'll just kind of sit like that. I was expecting it to bulk up quite a bit, so that's what it looks like when it's finished. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. If you liked this video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. That just helps other people find my channel as well. Subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, bye-bye.